EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Saints in this matchup, they know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late, so maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams...
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw. Barber. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Barber. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down. Barber. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down. Porter. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try the left side. It's Porter. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Barber. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Porter. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 68 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Off the bootleg, Barber. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Barber. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run on first down. Porter. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Operating from the gun. Barber. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And this one is right through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll set up a throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. It's caught. Beckham. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. That's 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settled for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Barber got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Back to throw. Barber under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
On second down, it's Mills. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes. Because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man complete. That's Mills. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Saints to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Barber. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Barber. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They're going to look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Oh, he stays up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Barber. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Barber, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well...
Oh, Barber loses it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the gun, Barber. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And this is unfortunately for him a montage he's probably not going to want to keep here for his files.
And I'm not so sure that he would describe it as a spotlight, although it is beating down on him pretty well, as is the rush. He's been hit, harassed, uncomfortable. It's been a really, really tough day for him.
Been sacked 6 times. See all that pressure coming from all angles. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's done. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Barber. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
Number 14. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
To throw on 3rd down. Barber. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down now, it's Mills, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big
Leverage.
guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Barber. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. The Saints again ready to go on offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Barber. Going right side here, and that's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, it's Porter, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barber. Under pressure, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, Barber. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And right now these guys are shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's done. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And his kick here is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. The Saints on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Barber. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On 1st and 10, Barber.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Saints on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete. A critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Mills, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's complete to Cook. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. They'll set up a throw. Caught on the slant. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
What you got? Completed pass brings up a fourth down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin fourth quarter. You're going. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first down, Barber. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Throwing on first down. Barber. They shakes him off. Oh, Barber loses it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. So now the Bucs down by 2 touchdowns. 1:50 to play. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Into the hands of Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's got Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
On first down, Porter. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So that one will be accepted. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they will take a knee here. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
And there it is, Brandon, taking a knee. They get their first win of the season. They're now 1-3. And I remember when a 1-3 start meant you didn't even talk about going to the playoffs. Nowadays in the NFL, you still got a shot.
Yeah, and a big difference between 1-3 and 0-4.
I think they're going to practice really well next week, riding this momentum of this win.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know